Well, there's almost $500 billion coming down what Wayne Swan calls the mining investment pipeline, and for the government, it can't arrive quickly enough. On another front today, official figures confirmed a sharp downturn in the economy in the first quarter of the year. The government staking its financial reputation on a quick bounce back and its ability to fight off opponents of the carbon tax. Political correspondent Tom Iggulden has the story from Canberra.
The economy went backwards in the first 3 months of the year by 1.2%. Natural disasters caused an export slump, flooded mines and infrastructure in Queensland and WA, choking the economy's main source of foreign income.
Those coal mines, those rail lines have now largely reopened. They're back online, and we are beginning to see our exports rebound.
The Treasurer says the fundamentals of the economy are strong, and the opposition's not arguing with that, but it does say the latest numbers should be a warning to Wayne Swan.
The economy is increasingly, obviously, reliant on the mining boom. And the evidence out of today is clear that if there's a cough in the mining boom, the rest of the economy catches pneumonia.
And the carbon tax, argues the opposition, will give mining companies a chill. The opposition leaders trying to warm them up.
You need to become political activists, at least for a few months, at least for a couple of years, if you are going to be able to continue to be the miners that you want to be.
But the opposition leader's call isn't being heeded.
Most mining companies would rather tackle the policy as an issue rather than be political activists.
And worryingly for Tony Abbott, the government and the mining industry are getting on much better these days.
Welcome back to Canberra for Minerals Week 2011.
Kevin Rudd skipped last year's annual dinner. Julia Gillard's mending fences.
What I really want you to take away from tonight is an understanding of just how central your industry is to the government's economic agenda.
It really does a lot for our spirits to know that we figure so much in your day and so much in the government's economic policy thinking. You can be assured, ma'am, that the respect is reciprocated.
But the mining industry is still arguing for protection from the carbon tax.
Are we as Australians going to say, what is the point of introducing a tax which simply exports Australian jobs overseas, achieves nothing else?
That remark came as Andrew Forrest announced his resignation as Fortescue's CEO.
I have to admit to having never felt more confident in the company's prospects.
Wayne Swan says optimism like that and $430 billion of investment in the industry shows miners' complaints about the carbon tax are bluster.
Companies are investing like they've never ever invested before in the Australian mining industry. And I know for a fact that many of the companies that are making those investments have factored a carbon price into their business plans.
Dinner at Parliament House might be helping to smooth things over with the mining industry, but the carbon debate's driving an increasingly ferocious contest between the government and the opposition. And today the coalition was sharpening its claws on the finance minister. Liberal Senator David Bushby catcalled her during an estimates hearing.
If I can finish now. Oh, yes. Why don't you meow when a woman does that? That's a good idea. That's really, it is just extraordinary. Then the blokes are allowed to yell, but if a woman stands her ground, you want to make that kind of comment. It's sort of schoolyard politics, mate.
The Liberal senator later apologised.
And I believe that she has accepted that apology.
Why a catcall?
As I say, I've apologised. She's unreservedly accepted the apology.
Why there was some offence caused?
As unreserved apology.
There is no place in this House of Representatives, in the Senate, in our committees, for the sort of sexist language that we've heard today and the sort of sexist language that we've heard in the past.
Minister,
and as Minister for Social Inclusion, I don't think it's right that half our population should feel excluded by this type of language.
I take offence at that, and I ask the Minister to withdraw it.
But the Minister didn't withdraw, and the Speaker didn't ask her to. Tom Iggulden, Late Line.